And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Odie is in as we welcome in a Wednesday.
Ooh, hump day. It finally got here.
71 as you're waking up with showers, as a matter of fact. So that means you got to slow down, leave it a little bit earlier as you get there, as we showed radar just a little bit ago. Still out there is all this rain in the area as we pull up for you to take another look at radar this morning. Again, we got a lot of showers happening around the Meridian area all the way west into Newton. These areas, Jasper, and we've got showers in the western side of Clarke County as well. So school buses are out there, means we need to be extra careful, doesn't it, Odie?
Slow down. Don't take a chance. Leave early so you can get there. But precious cargo on all these roads with these big yellow dogs we got running around.
Absolutely. Are you familiar with the guy named Alex Jones?
I am.
He's got something called InfoWars. He is the guy that made all the claims about Sandy Hook, who got sued.
Yeah.
They won millions upon millions. It may have been $1 billion. I'm not quite sure how much it was, but they are going to start liquidating everything he has, including everything that he does his show with. He says that he plans to keep the show going in some shape, form, or way, and he urges people to buy during the auction when they get rid of things, and then, I don't know what you would call it, gift it back to him or to let him use the equipment to keep his show going. We'll see how that works out for him, but that's in the work that is coming before long. He yells a lot, I'll give him that.
He does do that. He makes Odieism sound like a Mary had a little lamb.
He ripped his shirt off one day. I was watching him, and I thought, well, I got to go. That's enough for me today.
Yeah.
They're worried in near Cincinnati. They've got a train leaking. They've already had around 250 people removed from their home, leaking coming out of a chemical of a train. Always scary when that happens. Thank goodness we've never had to do that, to my knowledge. You've never done that, have you?
Not to that extent.
We had the big, great corn wreck of, what was that, '07 in Enterprise?
The great corn wreck.
There's corn everywhere.
We've had some
deer
doozies.
were fed good that year, and I just don't remember the year that it all happened. But boy, that was a big one.
We've had some doozies, but nothing quite like that. Thank goodness.
Trains always scare me.
We got plenty of them carrying some hazardous stuff.
Yes, sir, Bob. How do you feel today? We're so glad to have you with us. If you'll get your birthdays into us, we'd love to hear from that.
Oh,
Robin
there's
is
some
joining us.
There we go.
Iris, Chet's up. Downtown Center Hill, Mississippi. Always good to see that. Huntsville needs a rocket scientist.
Like the fusion rod. They got their own coyote.
Oh, absolutely there.
Wow.
Sean, how are you in Newton County this morning? We figured this would come, Odie, and it will probably be more. Odie's sick at y'all. Everybody's thinking it too.
Congestion.
Yeah. First woman has sued Sean Puff Daddy. I think this will be a class action suit before this is done.
It's going to have to.
It's going to be people coming out the woodwork with this. Were you aware of this, that they moved him? He's in that same jail to where
Epstein was.
Also where the Sam Bankman-Fried guy is that stole all the millions of dollars from investors. They're all in that little scene.
He thought his camera had quit working, and he wanted out of there.
Yes,
Last time a camera quit working, you saw what happened.
Didn't work out so well, did it?
No, it didn't. So
now, I haven't heard any more about the suicide watch on P. Diddy or whatever his name is this week, but very odd, and there's a lot of deletions happening. One after the other. Accounts going away, so there'll be nothing for people to take.
All right, look. So we've already got questions.
About?
And this has been one of the hottest videos to come out in a while.
The episode where Daisy stopped the truck and they had the slot machine?
Almost. It's only second to that one.
What?
Everybody wants to know about the Scotty Ray mobile.
Oh, boy. It had issues yesterday.
It has gone viral, and they're wanting to make. Are you okay? Have you gotten that fixed?
We hadn't gotten it fixed. She's sitting still. She had to be towed away. There's nothing like showing up to a stabbing and then can't leave.
Yeah.
That's the way it was. We had a bunch of fire trucks. We had a bunch of police cars there, and the old mobile just wouldn't run. I'm thinking maybe it was a fuel pump. I don't know. But here's the scene there as we were live on the scene yesterday, and the old girl just shut out. Lewis Recker winching her.
At least she's rolling.
She's sick there. She just didn't feel good at all.
I bet the MPD was so happy when they saw that.
Oh, there she is. She made it up on the trailer there, and we got her back, so we'll have to do something with her.
Our hearts are broke.
And I had to use my wife's vehicle last night to respond to something, and
I bet she was anxious.
when you don't know you're not used to a vehicle at night. It was like the Starship Enterprise where I didn't know nothing was. I like to never found the emergency flashers to park on the side of the road. It was awful. And you know how your foot gets used to the brake and gas on one vehicle? Yeah, I couldn't get my foot adjusted to what was going on, so we grannied it all the way to where we had to go last night.
Mac, I assure you that I'm in line with these here pumpkins back here, because it don't have nothing to do with no War Eagle. I'm still hotty-toddy to the bone. Don't worry. But I guess I would scare somebody into thinking that way.
You could. You sure you're not switching?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm
no Eagles for you?
No. I mean, I liked Freeze when he was with hotty-toddy, but no more.
Who is the coach of
War Eagles?
Yeah, who is
Hugh
that now?
Freeze.
Okay.
Good coach. Great coach. Kind of scared me when he went over there. I was like, uh-oh. And I still got a little bit of uh-oh in me. Because, he's a pretty good old coach. Now, he don't need a school-owned cell phone. But,
what you mean by that? Because I don't know much about college ball.
Well, he got lonely, and he called a friend.
Kind of like Kenny Rogers did that time?
Yeah, on
the 1-900 number?
Yep, one of them. And they sent him a partner over, but he used a school phone.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, look here. Erica's Ole Miss alum. Hotty toddy. Thank you for being
I didn't
with
realize
us.
that about him.
Yeah, that's why he's not with Ole Miss no more.
Oh, wait a minute. I just got a note. Mississippi State's coach done nothing.
Well, neither did the team, so they're even.
Bless it. They're trying, folks.
That's cool down south. Yeah.
It's a bad. I don't even look at it anymore. I honestly don't. It's just all of it's off my radar. I just don't even fool with it anymore. But everybody's been playing nobodies recently, haven't they? The first few games.
Oh yeah, nothing. There's another one of those roll tides. I've only gotten one elephant.
There is a bunch of roll tide folks.
My wife happens to be one of them.
And they're touchy. I just want.
Yes, she is.
Mississippi State, we realize that we can't win all the time. We're very balanced in life.
Oh, man, yeah.
Hell State, there you go. What we need is more cowbell. It's somewhere in here.
I've been hearing more dang state than I have Hell State.
Somewhere in here is our cowbell. And I don't. That decorator we got moves everything. It used to be on a shelf where you could see it.
Yeah, it doesn't match the decor.
It's gone. I don't know where, but every now and then you need to ring some cowbell to bring some cheer to what's going on.
I'm going to tell on Charlene because she's one of them Hell State
lost?
people. She had hers. Now, you talking about Ole Miss couldn't carry a flag with a stick because it might hurt somebody, but yet all these cowbells got these steel balls hanging inside of it where you go clank, 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 clank.
Yeah, did one come loose?
Yeah, hers come loose.
Who did it hit?
She was on the downswing. I don't know who it hit. She didn't know who it hit, but it hit somebody down there. Well, she carried, look at her, she's getting mad at telling that story. So she put that bell down and grabbed her spare bell and was going ding, ding, ding. I don't know where that came from. Ding, ding, ding. But it hit some guy down there.
She just got right on early.
Yeah. Didn't say I'm sorry.
Charlene.
Somebody probably threw that thing away.
It probably so. We'll be right back. Good morning to you.
Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs, your local pharmacy and gift shop, thanks you for your continued support. Whether you shop with us in-store, through our app, over the phone, or in our drive-thru, our team will provide the best personalized customer service experience you expect from your local pharmacy. When you call or message us, you are promptly greeted by the Mr. Discount team that's ready to help. When you choose our pharmacy, you're choosing a locally owned pharmacy that cares about you and your community. Collinsville, Mr. Discount Drugs makes a difference.
Hey, this is Greg, and everybody knows I love to eat good food. So when you're out and about, come on down to Long's Fish Camp. Been here for over 50 years serving some of the South's best fried fish, hush puppies, shrimp, and hey, don't forget the coleslaw. Probably the best anywhere in the world. Excellent food, excellent service. Drive on down to Enterprise, Mississippi, and enjoy your food from Long's. Remember, at Long's, everybody's family.
H&H Residential of Meridian is your #1 carpet and flooring store. If you've been thinking of a new look for your home or office, call for a free estimate or consultation. H&H can install or you can do it yourself. H&H has all of your design needs from color, style, and texture. If you can dream it, H&H can make it a reality. Come see the large selection of hardwood flooring, laminate, vinyl, and even carpet. H&H Residential of Meridian, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4, 321 Hawkins Crossing Road. Call Rosemary anytime, 601-462-9541.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Along with Odie, we've got some breaking news here as we're finding out that a garbage truck is on fire this morning on Knox Road. This would be out in the Tumsuba area. We have fire respondents, emergency officials responding to the scene.
Yeah, everybody's out, but it is a garbage truck. And, you don't want to be real close to the smoke on those. You never know what people throw away.
Yes, sir. So that's what we got. I want to address this. Yesterday, I went to where the pick-em-up truck, my ride quit yesterday. We reported there to being a stabbing. As always, when we do lives, we say information can change. I was on scene. I watched what was happening. The fire department showed up with a big truck with a water hose, and they had to clean up the area. That tells you that someone was hurt, does it not?
Yeah.
They're going to classify this being cut now instead of calling it a stabbing. I was there. I saw a gun was found. It all went on. This is where all this went down. This would be just due north of Anderson's Hospital as we're on the scene. Right there. I know that's a little blurry. I hadn't got it as well as it could be. As we looked on here, right along in here is where this happened. The fire department showed up with the truck, cleaned up the scene because there was things on the ground. I guess you word that bodily fluids.
Yeah.
We'll word it that way. And one person was taken to the hospital. It was serious enough to be taken to the hospital from whatever you want to classify this as a cut, stabbing, whatever you want to call it. But one person was transported for medical care. A gun was found at the scene, some form of altercation. We hope to get more information on this a little bit later. But that did happen. I was there, saw it with my own two eyes as Lewis Reckers sucked up my truck.
You couldn't leave.
No, I had to stay there and watch it. Well, I'll be dog. And let me say, it's some nice folks that come over and talk to me while we waited there to get it pulled up on the truck. Thank y'all for being so nice. You can't beat good people in this town.
We do have some of the nicest people that you'd meet. And I've met a couple of people that said, you know, I came from up north, I've been down here, and all I heard was Mississippi, 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 and what am I doing here? And get down here, and it's the nicest people to be around. He said, I'm glad I made it down here. He said, Mississippi is not what we're portrayed to be across the country. And we are a great community.
Oh, without a doubt there. I was seeing if we had any other good pictures. It's pretty much the same as we get to the end of that. That's another view of where all that went down. Right there, that's Baptist Anderson right there in the street, if you could see that on top of that hill. Yeah. That's how close that was when all that went down yesterday afternoon. We've had someone arrested in Kemper County. Now, as we look at this, and I know Mary Agnes Gully extremely well. I grew up around her. I was a kid. She lived down by Highway 16. someone threatened her, and they also threatened Sheriff James Moore. Can't do all that. Someone was arrested. As we pull up the file on this, Kemper County Sheriff's Department has made an arrest as we pull this up. And they arrested him yesterday at approximately 10 a.m. The Kemper County Sheriff's Department took this as a serious threat. Dwayne K. Johnson was arrested at a gas station there where he'd made threats against both of those. As we see this nationwide, threats cannot be tolerated because it can turn into more. If you say you're going to hurt someone, law enforcement takes this serious.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
So that is what's going on in Kemper County with this, and if we get more updates on that, we'll pass that along as well. The next thing that I want to get into is let's talk about miracles.
Man, this right here, I've seen doozies. You have seen doozies. We've seen some that don't look so bad with a different outcome. This right here, I'm going to go ahead and use this as a plug. Rain and all, 8:30, we're going to start a little talk, a little bit of prayer, and a little bit of sermon. Because at 9 o'clock, the Word of God starts. The Bible reading starts. 9 o'clock today. Don't let Satan and his little rain fool you, because it's going to start and it's going to go. We're reading the Bible today, tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. But this right here will tell you God was in on this.
Well, I had somebody come up to me. I was standing there, and I just turned off the camera, and he goes, if that was me, I think I'd go on to church tonight and just sit there till Sunday, just to be on the safe side.
I'm telling you, God was in this picture.
Let us pull this up, and let's go through the pictures of what this is. A 18-wheeler, what is left of the cab. When I got there, he was standing, I think, at this wheel here, and they were checking his blood pressure. And Odie, for the most part, now, don't get me wrong, I'm sure that he is sore as blazing this morning.
Oh, yeah.
But he was up walking around, talking, looked good. The other two fellows who were in the garbage truck were transported to be checked out as well. Let's look at this. You see all this debris right here to the right, and we'll show it in a second, is where the garbage truck is. That's parts of that truck of what's left of it. Do you see that?
That's supposed to be contained within.
That is the motor. This is the transmission out of the truck that is laying in the highway. I mean, completely ripped out of it, Odie. Look at that.
Yeah. That is not easy.
Now, there's the garbage truck, and that is the edge of some Ray-Bans of me not knowing what to do with them. We like to give you the full effect while we're along here.
That's right. You use that for measurement first.
Yes, sir. Look at this. Who could...
Wow.
That's the steps where you climb up there on the side of the truck. There's the motor transmission. Plain as day. I've seen a lot of things. And I spoke with Eric Clarke yesterday. He said, have you ever seen such a miracle? I said, I don't believe I have.
No, that is, tremendous. And I don't know if they were en route, still on their route, or en route to go dump the truck. I don't know.
Were
they on the back?
No, they weren't on the back, to my knowledge. Now, the garbage can was right to the right. Either somebody jumped out of the way or they had not gotten out of the cab. That part, because they were both gone when I got there. But the garbage can, that garbage can was still sitting there where I'm assuming they stopped to get it. And I mean, look at that, just a clean break of all. The oil filter was sitting over here where it was ripped off the end. I ain't never seen anything like it. Here's a couple more angles of that view. It's shock and awe that everybody was okay with this. As we look at, there's the grill of what's left of that KW. So a blessing. Now this was right in front of Young Farms. As you come out of Newton County, then you hit the Neshoba County line right there.
Just that little bitty piece.
Yeah. So we had the House Volunteer Fire Department on scene. Homeland Security was there, Mississippi Highway Patrol. We had Neshoba County Sheriff's deputies also on scene. It was a big effort. Took a little while to get all that cleaned up because they have to. They have no choice but to do that. So
sometimes you're glad things don't all happen in Lauderdale County.
Yeah, that was a biggie there. So,
oh, man.
More on the way. Plus, I know there's a lot of talks. We're going to bring this up. This is a lot of talk this morning of the rumors. What's going on in Clarke County? We'll talk about Clarke County next in just a moment here. Scotty Ray and Odie,
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Everything starts with a great grill, cookware, and accessories. Add in locally sourced meat and dairy, frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, and daybeds and have fun with our cornhole boards. From animal print coolers to authentic Louis Vuitton purses, we have what you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
Downtown Meridian is thriving with a fresh look, and now it's getting a new neighbor. Toyota of Meridian is now open under new hometown leadership. We're bringing automotive knowledge and experience home with a focus on improved customer satisfaction and all-new pricing. Toyota of Meridian is excited to serve the Queen City and exceed your expectations.
I'm Trinard Rush, and I want to invite you to Toyota Meridian, where hometown pride drives excellence.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. This is Odie.
Yeah, I am.
As we begin this early Wednesday morning, again, we've got a garbage truck fire out in the Tumsuba area on Knox Road. If you're in that vicinity this morning, use caution there. As we find out more about that, we'll pass that along to you. Volunteer fire department are responding to the scene. Now, the next thing that has been talked about in every supper table, behind the table, and floating around with rumor upon rumor. Let's get to the official statement of what we know. This has been sent out to us by the Mississippi Bureau of Investigations. Mississippi Bureau of Investigations is called in when anything is dealt with when it comes to a police officer. The sheriff of Clarke County called them, said, I need you to come to assist in something to make sure that the case is done right. Here's what we have, the official statement. The Mississippi Bureau is investigating and released the following statement involving Clarke County Sheriff Anthony Chancellor. The Mississippi Bureau of Investigation is investigating an incident regarding allegations of domestic violence involving the Clarke County Sheriff. Due to this being an open and ongoing investigation, no further comment will be made. Now, we have not received an official statement from the Sheriff's Department or from Anthony. There is tons and tons and tons of rumors going around. And until we get an official statement, that's what they are. I had a lot of people going, why haven't you reported this? There's a lot of things that I have not reported until I get an official statement. There is tons of things that happen within the Meridian Police Department that I know, but until you get an official statement from MBI or somewhere, it is nothing more than a rumor. This is being handled, and as we can get a statement from the Sheriff's Department regarding this, we'll keep it rolling. MBI is very cautious in the information they do release on things of this nature is not to, interfere with the investigation. So as we get information that is available to pass on, we will do that. No one's hiding anything whatsoever. We're giving you what we get as we can put it out. Anything else is hearsay, and that's,
I'm sure
that's how
it'll
we
be
handle it.
Detailed when they do release a report. Kudos for MBI being called in at the beginning of this. I think that was the best call. Prayers for everybody.
Yep.
We have no idea. I'm not going to even try and reach out and call anybody. But hopefully MBI can get to the bottom of it and show what really took place here.
So again, we will pass along information as we get it involving this case there. As we look at other information, the Meridian Police Department has released a statement on what they're calling, what do you call these devices? The clicks? Is that what they call it? The gun conversion kits.
Yeah, well, it's a slide.
Is that what it's called?
What it
switches.
is.
No, switches.
Switch.
Yeah, this is their statement on that, and basically saying that they're going to penalize people that have, because they have found so many guns lately that have these devices that have been altered. So if you carry one, expect it to be more done to you should they find that in your vehicle. That is one of the things that come out.
Now, it's already federally illegal.
Correct.
And the feds can step in and take that case. And I think that's what happens in the county. If something with the SO comes up and they've got this, they turn that over to ATF. ATF takes that case and moves forward with it.
Punishment. First offense is going to be a felony, punishable up to 10 years in prison and a fine of $10,000. Second offense is going to be 15 years and up to $20,000 penalty. We'll see if that has any effect on those who are breaking the law.
Well, Wesley, they're sold everywhere. You can get them. You can get them easily.
I have no idea.
It's actually insane.
So we'll see where that goes. We also have someone, as we well know, the shooting that happened in Clarke County. Sheriff Anthony Chancellor, if you'll remember, was hard on this. This happened. We're not going to put up with it. We do have the arrest. As we look at this, he has been charged with aggravated assault. He went before Justice Court Judge Bonner. His bond will be set after a preliminary hearing at a later date. So there's no bond as of yet. Again, this is what happened, that shooting where someone was struck in the foot, where kids play. We cannot have things of that nature. This person has been charged, and we'll wait. There has not been a bond set yet. There probably will be at some point, but it has not been set yet. Clarke County is where that took place, and that was a scary situation of when we started getting the news of that this past weekend. Tough one there. All right, as we come about here, oh boy, we'll just leave that alone there. One of those things that.
Yeah.
Do you remember? It was a university. I want to bring. This is not on a local level. This is on a national level. But I remember it was in Idaho. It was how often colleges have sell to a restaurant and they can have one on campus.
Yeah.
Like if you have a Chick-fil-A or if you have a Starbucks on a school campus. Well, this was a coffee shop on a Idaho campus, and they put up a sticker on their window that said, "We support the Thin Blue Line." Well, the college went after them. Now, again, that's in support of police.
I wonder if that college has got security.
That's a good question there. Boise, Idaho. As we get into this, anyway, it put the coffee shop out of business. They sued the school for freedom of speech. They won. They were awarded a settlement this week. I think it was $4 million is what they will get after they had to go out of business. But in support of police, where has the American dream gone from? Makes you wonder. Remember to vote and vote carefully when you do so, or you'll end up with cases like that. Supporting the police being wrong. Ooh-wee. As Jed would say, yee doggy.
Yee doggy. I can't do yee doggy right now.
Why? Because Odie's sick and he's still trying to tell me that he's got congestion. Folks, this is a man that is sick, that is trying to make me sick.
It's my sinuses. I can't make you sick because I don't know how to push them buttons.
You can't talk, and you're telling me you're not sick.
I can probably sing better now than I used to could.
Do you have a plaid jacket and sell Oldsmobiles on the side?
Well, you need a car? Actually, you do. Come see me.
We'll be right back.
Here at Meridian Cycles, customer service is our #1 priority. And when you buy any Polaris, Can-Am, Honda, CF Moto, or Suzuki ATV or side-by-side, we're going to give you your first oil change absolutely free because we service everything we sell here at Meridian Cycles. Come see us at 80 Highway 19 North or call us 601-485-8700. Come see us.
Advanced Auto Glass by Joey can handle all your windshield repair and replacement needs. Service work is guaranteed and covered by warranty. Our technicians are professional, auto glass trained, and have over 100 years of combined experience. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey utilizes in-house calibrations for vehicle safety systems. Most insurances are accepted, and reliable mobile service is available in surrounding areas. Keep cars cool and secure with custom tinting, side mirror replacement, and AquaPel windshield wipers. There's one clear choice in auto glass repair. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey.
Battery power made by steel. Right now, save $50 on select AK System battery tool sets. Real STIHL. Find yours.
Most people are agreeing that Odie's voice is going away, and that's usually calls from being sick, Odie.
It's the weather, it's the sinuses, and plus on the diving I've been doing, I got a
Odie, can you get a doctor's note? Because nobody believes
I can't. And Tiffany said, "Do you need a note?" And I said, "I should be okay." I mean, I'm the director. I might have to, Tiffany, if you watching, could you send me?
Hey, I got asked for a note one time that said to make sure that I'm okay, and I got fired after I gave it to him. Did I mention that ever?
Is that because of your ticker?
Yeah. Sure happened. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Oh, well, blessings in disguise.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It sure is. Let's go back in history. Let's go back to 1897. I know you've heard of this guy because even Eric Church has brought him up in songs.
Oh, yeah.
All the way down in Mississippi. Anybody remember? Whoa, what happened there? It went away, Odie. Here we go.
There we go.
William Faulkner, born on this day.
Yeah, we got sound.
Yeah. Somebody say we didn't? Yeah. We got sound.
So we got sound.
It's moving up and down there. William Faulkner, born on this day back in 1897, and what an influence he was to American literature. He's still talked about, one of the best there ever was.
Yes.
Famous man there. We go back to 26. Things would change upon this thereafter. They announced that they were switching to an 8-hour day and only working 5 days a week. As Ford changed the industry there.
You know, the assembly line.
And that's the way it happened. Ford done so many things.
Ford did a
that.
lot, yes.
Oh, Henry Ford.
And then when Chevy come along, you know, they started competing because Ford would train these people. Chevy would take them, and then Chevy would train theirs, and Ford would take them. And how are you going to keep getting more people? Because now you've got to train more people. And that's where it came up and says, ooh, hey, if you come to work for me, I'll give you X dollars an hour, and I'll pay your insurance.
Oh, I thought you were going to get into the Pinkerton man.
No, but that's how they decided. That's where insurance in the workplace came up. Insurance in the workplace didn't come up because it's a right. It came up because it was a benefit.
Did you ever see any of that where they done the men who built America?
Awesome series.
Those things are incredible as they go back and they do a documentary on how these guys, their dream and what they built.
Kellogg's?
Yeah.
You know how he had a nursing home?
He had a tiger and he had
well, I don't know about the tiger. But that's Post.
No, that's Kellogg's.
Oh, it is Kellogg, the tiger.
They're great.
But how he just wanted to save money and do something nutrition for the people, and he came up with cereal.
Unreal.
Yeah.
It's little things. As we go back to 1929, in my first memories as a kid is her being made fun of. And I hate to say it that way, but it was. I was watching Gilda Radner and the folks on Saturday Night Live, and they would go, Barbara Wawa. And I said, who? Barbara Walters was born this day back in 1929. I think most Americans will remember her. She had such an influence when it comes to correspondence. They said that she was ruthless when it came to interviews. If she heard that another talk show was going to get it, they would do everything they could to take that interview away from them. But I guess that's what you do to become number one in those cases.
Yeah.
Sometimes it ain't worth it, is it?
No.
Just small thoughts there. No. This first name, you're not Royce. You'll think of a Rolls Royce, but that's not who I'm talking about. Heaven's Just a Sin Away. Ooh. Who remembers that? He was the daddy in the group. It was a mother and daughter group, the Kendalls, if you'll remember that. Sweet Desire, thank God for the radio.
Wow.
He was born on this day. That's been a while ago.
Golly, that's been a long time ago since that movie came out.
It was The Wolf of Wall Street, is that it?
That's it.
I was just thinking of Eddie Murphy where he used his name once in another movie, and I had this, I was laughing in my head. As we go back to remember Michael Douglas, born in 1944 on this day. I had forgotten all about that movie. And he was too. Fatal Attraction, too, wasn't he?
He
With that
was
rabbit,
in that, yeah.
When that rabbit followed him home. Careful what you're doing out there.
Hopped right on in there, didn't he?
She didn't want to leave, did she?
Ooh.
Man, that'd be a, ooh, how.
Yeah. I was like, "Oops."
That makes people cringe.
Yeah.
I had almost, and Odie, you're going to tell me because I cannot pronounce her last name because I'll say it another way.
Teague.
Right. Cheryl is her first name. Back in 1947, she was born. She would become a swimsuit model, an all-American model, it said there.
How else can you pronounce that?
I ain't going to, I get tongue twisted and I'll say the wrong thing, and sometimes it's just best I don't say it. It's a mental block.
All right, we'll go for that.
It's a mental block. I had to use Odie there to help us out there.
Oh, I love
Why can't these people have a name like Smith that I can pronounce? That's what we need to have.
Man.
I'll just rename them all. All right, let's see what else happened today, Odie. This guy, he was the singer of the group, wasn't he? On the show?
I'm trying to picture the show.
It'd be
I have
Happy
gotten
Days.
lost. All right.
Happy Days.
Well,
think
I
back.
had Ralph stuck in my
Malph.
mind. Yeah.
And
Is that
then,
him?
okay.
Okay.
It's Potsy.
Potsy. Yeah.
Anson Williams, he was the singer of the group. You'll remember he was always up on the stage on the show. Anson Williams was born today.
Yeah.
49 was the show. He was okay. I don't think they ever had a hit out of the show with him singing it, but he was Richie's little friend there on the show.
Yeah. Like, oops.
Oh,
wow.
If you were into that Star Wars thing, you know this guy. Not so much, but, well, Mark Hamill has a birthday today. Born in 51.
Yeah.
Were you a
Luke
big fan?
Skywalker. I was. You know, that was something. I'm still intrigued on the mindset behind back then. You came up with a series in the 70s. You came up with a series and said, I tell you what, I'm going to play episode 4, 5, and 6. And then in 20 years, I'm going to come out with episodes 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. They just figured out they can make more money is what that is.
But, I mean, it's kind of like using radios in another country to take out your enemy.
Oh, they done that, didn't they?
That was a long-term planned attack.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And they did it.
Woo. Wow.
I almost had a visual of Odie wearing this next outfit. You going to do this for Halloween?
Nope, because I'll be Batman. Well, actually, I'm going to show you a picture of mine after Halloween. I can't let the cat out of the bag.
All I
yet,
can
what I'm
picture
gonna
is
be.
Odie. What was that movie? What was that movie? Men in Tights.
Yeah, Robin Hood.
As we remember, Christopher Reeve, born on this day in 1952. As you'll remember, he ended up being paralyzed. And
the original Superman also.
What happened to him?
Everybody that's played Superman.
Did he fly into a power line?
I think he got a building he tried to leap over and didn't quite make it.
Oh, missed that one.
Yeah.
I don't even remember his name.
I don't either.
So that's a few of those there happening there. Let's see here who else is having a big. Oh boy, we go back for a big one here. 1961.
Hey,
T.J. Hooker.
We need that girl to be watching because it's not who you think, but it's right up there with her.
It's a runner-up. Heather Locklear has a birthday today. She was born. She had the Farrah hair. Born in 61. And that's Mr. I Love Myself on the left there. Star Wars guy himself. What's his name? Oh, I know it. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Captain Kirk.
Yeah.
Come on.
William Shatner.
William Shatner.
William Shatner is T.J. Hooker. He's really stuck on himself, if you didn't know that.
Somebody needs to be because I don't.
He's just one of those to where I realize me and him don't need to have a conversation or have a cup of coffee together. It just wouldn't work out. That's just my thoughts on that. We got somebody who, a big premiere tonight.
Yeah.
Was Sergeant Carter your favorite? I can hear Odie.
I guess because, he sat there and just yelled.
Golly, wasn't that his big line?
Golly, Sergeant Carter.
1965, it did premiere tonight. As he went there, Aunt B, I think, dropped him off with Andy and the Marines.
Yep.
It was a different show.
Homer.
This girl is just gorgeous.
She's got it.
She's no Daisy Duke, but she's bringing up someone. You think so?
Yeah, she had some of them shorty shorts too.
Well, she did lose in the battle there with Zorro, and she got cut. Her dress got cut up.
That's right.
Almost had some shorts. Catherine Zeta-Jones, born 55 years ago today. That was a pretty cool movie.
Yes, it was.
Always liked the Zorro series. He stood up for the common man, the poor guy. He came to the rescue against the big government. Always liked that.
Always liked, and I used to get up and watch that on Sunday mornings. Of course, that was the original Zorro that would come on, but it was good.
Was it George Hamilton? Did he play
He
one?
played a Zorro. Sure did.
Remember the twin one they had there for a little while there? I'll tell you about it later, since I can tell you don't know what I'm talking about.
I want to say, but I was.
Let me hear you do it.
We'll worry about that later.
Can you do it?
Oh man, I don't know if I.
Talking about my girl.
Talking about my girl.
1964. It was recorded by the Temptations. Boy, is that a song or what?
And
I don't care who you are, it's good.
You can go see that picture here locally.
You can?
Well, not that particular picture. No. Who was I thinking about? Who's down there? At the park?
You're making me, and I can't think of his name at the moment. Come from Collinsville. I'll think of it in a minute. 68. The Men in Black series. It was big.
Don't make me slap you.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
The list goes on and on of movies that he's been in, even the Wild Wild West. Will Smith, born on this day. Has his name been brought up anything to do with Puff Daddy? Or Puff the Magic Dragon?
His name ain't come out a whole lot since he slapped Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, David Ruffin with the
yes
Temptations. That's who's down there at the park. Yeah.
We got a picture of the three of us down there with it at
Sure
the microphone.
Do. At the microphone.
Yeah. As we go back, this was horrible. I cannot think of maybe people watched it, but to me it was horrible. They were hippies on a bus.
No, look.
They were hippies.
I got hippies in me. And that wasn't a hippie.
That was hippie.
That was Flower Child.
Isn't that the same thing, Flower Child? You Flower Child hippie?
No.
Oh,
hippies, that's Flower Child. No.
What's the difference between a flower? Don't they recite poems and sit around and not work?
No, hippie doesn't do that.
Hippie's high, and they kind of seemed high.
Well, you had to be high to be around them, I reckon.
The Partridge Family premiered on this day. It wasn't my. He was very Flower Childy. And I just encompass a whole group with that term there. Flower child. They don't seem to think like me.
No, not at all.
That's my 2 cents on that subject. Y'all may disagree with me.
Oh, me.
Wasn't this guy known for dancing? Wasn't that his big thing?
That was something that he did. He was the ladies' man.
Because they always say, well, I'm no Cary Grant, but, well, here you go. He's sued today for a defamation lawsuit because Chevy Chase, they was during an interview on a TV show, and, Chevy Chase called him a term, we'll put it at that is not socially acceptable anymore.
Yeah.
He won. They never said how much money he got, but I don't think Chevy Chase ever said that term again about somebody on the interview.
I mean, he had the money, but
that's right.
I know he ain't want to pay it.
Never watched this either. I do remember it being on television. It wasn't Flower Child or anything. It was just, it was different. And I didn't like that kind of different. As Silver Spoons premiered tonight back in '82. Did you watch it?
It wasn't my cup of tea either.
No, it didn't fit my little go outside and play with fishing pole type life. It was out there to me. I'm holding heaven in my arms tonight. Anybody remember that? He never was a superstar. This is what you would call a B star in country music, doing the watermelon crawl guy, keeper of the stars, probably his biggest. But today, Tracy Byrd had a #1 hit with I'm Holding Heaven in My Arms Tonight. Very likable guy.
I bet it was still country.
Oh, he was very country. All of his stuff was country. Couldn't mistaken it for anything.
Not that stuff nowadays, is it?
Back in '93, and let me see here. Yeah, '93, that's been, many a moon ago, the Carter family, Bob Wills, Patsy Cline, and Hank Williams made the list.
31 years ago, isn't it?
Sure is. As we have the U.S. of A. Post Office putting these stamps out. For you stamp collectors, it was only 29 cents back then. What are they now, $8 a piece?
Close to it. Everybody laughed when it said forever stamp. Should have went and bought a lot of them.
I use a bunch, and it is a very slow process these days. I don't know the reason for that, but it just is.
Well, that snail that was taking our mail has gotten older. And you know what happens to an old snail?
What's that?
It gets extremely slower.
All right, I have a question here because
73 cents.
Is that what they are? Wow.
Surely not.
Because my wife has been buying them. She'll just get the rolls. I don't know what they call it, but
just about cheaper if a Republican gets in with gas is to drive it there. But, you know,
73.
I mean, hey, if we stick with what we got now, the gas price would be so high that, 73 cents sounds so bad.
That's just stout to mail a letter as we all try to get by there. But somebody brought it, was it the Coat of Many Colors? That was the guy that was in Silver Spoon, wasn't it?
No, Superman, I believe, wasn't it?
No. Coat of Many Colors. Dolly
All right,
Parton.
George Reeves.
I'm talking about right here.
Yeah.
Colors.
That's
where the little guy played the dad in Dolly Parton's show.
That Ricky.
Did you watch it? Coat of Many Colors.
I want to say I did.
Odie, it was Dolly. If it's Dolly, you got to watch.
I'm with you on that. That's
you know how
true.
she was in the street at the end there, the little slate boy. I like me some Dolly. That lady's just classy. I don't care who you are.
She is classy.
I don't see how anybody could disagree with that statement. Her being classy and just, she is kind of like your Jimmy Carter of country music. She does good for so many people,
and she gives back to Ricky Schroeder. And she gives back to the kids. I mean, she started her library deal with books so kids could have books to read. Awesome lady.
You're going to be walking around singing Joshua, Mule Skinner Blues here in a little bit?
I don't know that one. Do I?
That was one of her first hits there back when she was with Porter. And then along would come the stuff that made her Life is Like a Butterfly, and things would just really turn around for Dolly as she moved forward. What a lady, and it's classy, we think of her. Let's go back to 1995, because it was something like that. Tim McGraw.
Well, yeah, that was a good song.
He would own the charts there for 5 weeks at number one. Tim, I like him a lot. He's a nice fella. He may vote different than I, but that's okay. He's a good man. I think a lot of him. He'll stop a concert in a minute to go whoop somebody that needs it. In a heartbeat. You ever seen him do that? Did you hit that woman?
Come here, boy.
He comes after him. And then there's Faith of, did you touch my man? The redneck in me's coming out.
Oh.
I saw this show, but I didn't watch much of it. Get Smart. Do y'all remember that?
It still comes on.
Does it?
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever watched an episode of it. I've just seen clips. Yeah. He passed away on today back in 2005. Don Adams. He died. He was the headliner of that TV show, The Star. But you watched it?
Yeah, I watched
Would you
it.
say
I still
thumbs
see
up
it
or
every
down?
now and then. Oh, it was a funny show.
Okay.
He was as dingy as they come.
Today, and this outfit just really looks so good on her. I can remember the photo shoot where this happened at the Ryman Theater back in 2012, so that would be 8 and 4, 12. Oh, boy, time's getting away. She was still with us at this point as she marked her 50th anniversary of being on the Grand Ole Opry back in 12, Loretta Lynn. And, of course, we've lost her now. And what a loss we have with her. She was, again, she was country. She ate a lot of bologna, and we know what that'll do to you.
I don't remember how far she went.
Didn't catch that, did you? Just right over his head.
Yeah, too much country.
Bologna. Yeah.
I like bologna as long as it's fried.
Mm-hmm. The rest of the country music world knows exactly what I'm talking about right now. They're going, Odie, you're digging a hole for yourself.
So he had missed me by that much. But yeah, her granddaughter was on one of those, The Voice or something like that. And she was doing real good. May have been AGT.
Yeah.
But I don't remember where she finished. But her granddaughter had a real good voice.
Patsy and them tried, and it just didn't work out. I saw one of her granddaughters with Conway's something, and it was pretty bad. I was like, whoa, where's the remote?
Right, Debbie said you're going to have to tell me and fill me in on this baloney later.
Well, I will. I can't do that in public because she just kept repeating it on the radio. She just couldn't help it. The more he eats, the more baloney he has. I ain't even going to say it. 2016, Jeannie Shepherd passed away on this date, as we remember that. She was a lady in country music. She done so much for that. Jeannie Shepherd there passed away today. As we look at this is, I scratch my head and go, as Jackie Gleason would say, what's the world coming to? Bruce Jenner officially became a woman today.
Well, that picture on the right looks like he's trying to hold it behind him.
You didn't have to say that, Odie. You could have said anything in the world, but that was not the thing to say. Let's move on to a new subject. Let's go to golf clubs.
That didn't go over your head.
Oh, I knew exactly what you meant. I'm just letting it go over. 2016, the guy that had golf clubs and so many things named after him would pass away. Honor Palmer passed away of heart failure at the age of 87 there.
And then went through, designing these golf courses.
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he designed some golf courses and all kind of stuff.
He would get out in the end of a technicality. But today he was sentenced to 3 to 10 years in jail. He'd get out not all that long after that, again, on a technicality dealing with a...
Well, the cat's out of the bag. I guess I know what the baloney's for.
Don't say that word. Whatever you do, don't say that.
Oh, no, I won't do that.
You really didn't see that scene in the movie? Where she didn't know what it meant. And her husband was teasing her about that. And the more baloney he eats, the more he gets. And she was saying it on the radio, and he was out in the car going, oh, and he couldn't get in the radio station to make her hush. That was funny.
Oh, no.
Now, whether or not that really happened or if they'd done that for an excitement moment in the movie, we don't know. But it sure was funny. It made me laugh. This woman with her green earrings passed away on this date. She laid in state at the U.S. Capitol as she passed away. She was a Supreme Court justice. We have to respect those no matter how they vote, what they do. They're all the law of the land, and we've got about 9 of them up there. Scotty Ray and Odie, as we make this Wednesday morning.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Good morning, Cliff. He's watching us. That's, I guess we'll be eating lunch tomorrow. Together, we usually eat at the same place, and him and his wife are always traveling in about the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be right back. Looking for a great place to eat? Well, come explore the great flavors of the French Quarter in downtown Enterprise. Whether you're in the mood for a romantic night out, a family dinner, or a cozy atmosphere with great service that make dining with the French Quarter an unforgettable experience. Drop by today and taste our delicious dishes. Come explore the flavors of the French Quarter. 120 West Bridge Street, downtown Enterprise. Call 601-659-0500, the French Quarter. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, or conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group.
Working on a big project? Need reliable equipment? Paris Tractor has you covered. From skid steers to excavators, tractors to trenchers.
And if you'll look back here where my light is shining, there's a car sitting there that was involved in the wreck. And as we spin around, we
ensure you get the job done right. Our team is here to help you choose the perfect machinery for your needs with flexible rental terms to fit any project. Call us or visit ParisRents.com to rent your equipment today. Come see us at Paris Tractor, where we're more than a tractor store.
Welcome back. Your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. And we want to talk about these folks. They do so much there. Is Snowden and Company. If you're needing a home, I'm telling you, Odie, they are some good folks that'll walk you through anything. Here's their Facebook page that you can visit, and they'll show you a listing of homes that are currently brought on there. Got one here in the city, ball caps, and a whole bunch more. All you have to do is go here right there. You see that on their Facebook?
Yeah.
That links you over to their webpage, and it pops it up. This is how simple. You can take virtual tours as you'll go here. Let's just look at this, how this works here. Did I click on that? Virtual tours.
There we go.
And then it just shows you the homes, and you can watch these videos. They're linked to their YouTube page, and you can watch it. Go through the entire home. Take a look at it.
Oh, isn't that beautiful right there, the lake right there in front of you? Man.
Maybe you want to go just take a look at all the listings here, and it will bring up the homes that are there for sale. Here's one right here. Right there in the city, a little green home.
Yeah.
Show you all the different views of the house inside. Many to choose from, whether you're looking for a big home, a small home, it doesn't matter. Snowden, they've done it long. Amanda, she's a good girl. You'll like her, trustworthy, and she'll tell you the truth. Something you don't hear every day these days. Call them. They'll help you out there.
Man, I tell you, from a starter home to your ending home, they can take care of all the paperwork. That's what I like. You know, this is what I want. You handle the paperwork. Just tell me where to sign. It makes it easy.
Yes, sir. We had another incident yesterday, Neshoba County, 1 mile due north of where the big accident was. Here we go here. What is this? Well, we've got a car in the ditch. As we look at this, let me move to this next picture to give you a closer view there. Off in the ditch that went.
Well, it looked like he's trying to eat a little grass.
It did eat some grass. A culvert, as a matter of fact. One person left in handcuffs with the Neshoba County Sheriffs.
Ooh, ruh-roh.
You know, they're going to get a tour up there at the facility and get to stay a little while.
Yeah, ruh-roh, Reggie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I also ran into these folks. I was out and about yesterday. And let me tell you something. They were hard. Look at this. They were hard working, let me tell you. Unloading the Coca-Cola truck.
That's it. You can't help but stop and get you a good cold Coca-Cola.
I like it a whole bunch. They nice folks. We've known them forever there. If you need something, they'll help you.
Yes.
Let's see. We did remind you of our roving reporter was all over the place. Where was this at? Calhoun County, Mississippi yesterday. It was nice and sunny here in Meridian, but let me show you this as Todd Kemp stumbled up on this and said, hey, I'm in a rainstorm. Look at this.
That was coming down, wasn't it?
It was so bad that Todd had to pull over and wait that storm out there. That was a big one there. As always, if you're out and about somewhere, send us your weather pics. We'd love to see
raining
that.
Cats and dogs.
Now, this is back open this morning. They had a second time's a charm. A water leak up at the Mississippi Highway Patrol. It's back open this morning. They had to shut down yesterday and transfer all the calls over to another precinct to direct people when they called in. It was too much water in the building, and they just couldn't work.
Wow.
So that is fixed now, thank goodness.
They've gotten inside fixed, outside fixed, so maybe everything's good.
And we also had a water leak yesterday. This would be, if I'm not mistaken, behind Magnolia Middle School. Woof, Shaggy. Look at that water.
Yeah, that'd do it right there.
That was a look.
Wow.
But it was a 6-inch water line that was busted, and they got on that and fixed that pretty quickly. That happens from time to time. I don't care who you are. Isn't that the way to put it?
It's going to happen.
Now, I want to show these young ladies as we get ready for this to come to be on the 29th. It's going to be out of the Collinsville First Baptist Church. We had one of the football players yesterday talking. This is kids being involved in church. I really like playing that. Let's see if we got volume.
Why are you excited for A Night for the King?
I'm excited for the FCA rally because I would like to hear kids of my age testimonies and that we're going through the same thing and that we're not alone. Y'all come out and support, and I'm really excited to see the joy of the Lord work. Go Knights!
Now, again, this is going to be on the 29th there in Collinsville. They're expecting somewhere between 500-600 kids to show up at the event. So I hope you will let your kids come out and be a part of that.
You know, one thing that's going to help lead our younger people to the Lord is other young people showing them that it's good to have the Lord on their side.
Yeah.
We can talk and talk and talk to our kids, and it may not come across to them as easy as it would coming from another younger person. And what they're doing over there is great.
Remind me, Brett Favre announced yesterday that he had Parkinson's. Is that what he announced?
I missed all that.
He announced to Congress yesterday that he was suffering from that, if I understood that right. So we'll follow that story as we get more information on that. We'll pass that along to you.
And I hate that. I hate that for him. I really do. You know.
Well,
is that what we call the devil beating his wife upstairs?
I heard
that thunder.
I heard some thunder going on there. Let's pull up radar here real quick since we did hear it through the walls. Here's what we got showing on radar here. And it is coming a monsoon, you might say, in Jasper County this morning. We've got thunder. This is what you're hearing up here in this direction here in the southwest corner of Neshoba County this morning. Let's look at locations and just show where the worst of the worst is at this point. As we zoom in on this, we'll start here at Kemper County. We got a little bit there around DeKalb there as you're coming in. This is where Highway 39 meets there at the intersection by the old Dollar General, by the old Superstop building. A lot of rain there, all the way over to where about the landfill is. Anything east of Highway 45 toward the Bama line, toward Highway 17 near Boyd, Alabama, those areas over to Livingston, getting a lot of rain. Now, if you'll notice right here at our friends over at Talbot Enterprises, it is raining a monsoon there. Got a lot of rain coming down there. And this is going to go south into Lauderdale County as we get here into Newton County. Over at Duffy, look at the rain we've got there as we go down all the way from the Red Goat to right over here to Meehan. We got heavy, heavy rain down Highway I-20 there. A lot of rain there. And look at this. As we take 15 Montrose to Lewin, these areas there, and all of this area down here around Paulding, heavy, heavy. And look here, down at the Lake Edens area, pouring on every end of that lake there. Y'all use caution, be careful. Not a lot of rain yet in Clarke County, but do expect it to happen.
All right,
that is coming.
Be careful with this rain. I'm trying to find out exactly where now, but we do have a accident. No injuries, but we know we have a car and a school bus on North Hill Street, approximately 37th Avenue area. Around and North Hill Street. So be very cautious if you're in that area. School bus, car, no injuries at this time that we know of. Haven't been reported, so we're going to stay on top of that. No injuries.
That's the good news that you can tell us on that.
Yeah. So 37th Avenue. North Hill Street. Be cautious in that area. North Hills is a skinny road.
It is. I just got word that the garbage truck was saved. Got a little damage, but it was saved. So the fire department got that out. That's good news.
Solid.
They hard.
Solid box right there, and it gets hot inside, and they're not easy to put out.
Well, you know, as we go back to the wreck that happened yesterday, you saw that garbage truck take that lick, what it done to the 18-wheeler compared to the garbage truck, and you see who won that one.
Yeah.
My, oh, my, oh, my. A lot there.
This could be a rear ender.
Okay.
Car hit the back of the school bus. It could be 1,000 things. What happened? Could be not paying attention. Could be going a little too fast, put on brakes, and slid in this wet rain. Bumped the school bus, but kids are okay right now.
I would almost go with you on that being wet and slipping and sliding. It causes so many things.
My lovely wife is out there sending us information.
Oh,
look at that.
Let's put her to it there.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Well, we'll just skip that story there. It bothers me for I always love good story, and I'm not going to show any pictures from this because it rattles my cage of a puppy that was in Florida that was mistreated. They zip tied his mouth, Odie. He was found, thank heavens, and has made a full recovery. And he's kind of like the little angel there that has made it. The older I get, the more sentimental and more touching I am of when it comes to caring it is to animals. I don't know what changes in you, but it does. But I'm glad he made it there.
Daddy was not much of a pet person. He didn't care too much for animals. as far as him. Mama, I mean, her family had farmed and everything else. She's always had some kind of animal. Now, she's had some crazy ones. But Daddy never denied me and Charlene having pets, or Mama to have a pet. And he would pet the pets. But he was huge. I may not want a dog, I may not want a cat, but if you're going to have one, you better take care of it and you better treat it right. And he'd stop on the side of the road and tell the people, you see your dog out here in the middle of the rain, what are you doing inside your house? Well, it's raining. Well, get your dog inside of a house.
I can see that.
He stood up for a pet. I may not want one, but if you're going to get one, you're going to take care of it.
How anybody can do that is just it's mean. It's mean. I agree with Jail. That's just mean to do that to a pet. Anyway, we'll get off our soapboxes as we do this. We got any birthdays, Odie?
We got a little list that's building up. We got, let's see, Kelly Denise is having a birthday. Thomas Smith, 58. Larry Engel down in L.A., 63 years young today. Lindsey McDaniel, 37. Terry Clark's got a birthday.
How old is she?
Didn't say.
I was teasing she was a country artist. You remember Terry?
But this is a wife, so I guess it's going to be he.
He's a
Terry Clark, yeah. Kevin Frazier's got a birthday. Rita Myers having a birthday. Alicia Wilkerson's having a birthday. Wilkinson is having a birthday. And Teresa Berry having a birthday. James Ivan Evans having a birthday today.
We'll be right back with Scotty Ray and Odie. When it's time to store something, think Store Local Storage. It's conveniently located next to Northeast Park, and it's gated. On top of that, it's climate control, so no matter the season, it'll protect your things. 24-hour security, a covered loading dock, fire sprinklers, and you can choose the storage unit that suits your needs. From a 5x5 all the way up to a 10x30, you choose the space that you need. Call Store Local Storage today at 601-490-1618, Highway 39 North, Meridian. The tractors are rolling at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. Drop in and see Keith, Cornbread, or Buttermilk. They've got a tractor that fits the need that you have. Whether it's a 26 horsepower, a 40, or bigger, plus, they offer 0% financing for up to 96 months. Whether it's a part, a new tractor, 0% financing, or just simply a laugh. 601-626-8759, Highway 494 in Collinsville. That's Freeman Tractor. Rockhouse Gun and Pound, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rockhouse Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rockhouse Gun and Pawn.
Hi folks, Paul Brown with Dixie Buildings. We're here to take care of all your building needs for your personal and your business needs. That includes portable buildings, carports, sheds. Don't forget your hunting camps are coming in. You can start out with our 8x10s. If we cannot haul it, we can build it for you on site. We have two locations, one on Highway 19 South and our home office just around the corner on Long Creek Road. Just give us a call at 601-483-4943.
Okay, we've got another accident. It's a single car accident. This will be mile marker 116 I-20. Car's off in the ditch. It's not in the roadway, so everyone be careful. Watch that area, I-20, around mile marker 116 is what we're looking at. I also had a report of a tree down at the elementary school. Let's see if I can get that. It's acting ugly there. I want to say this about West Hills Elementary. So we've got a couple little incidents here, there, and yonder. Be careful no matter where you are. We'll get all of this loaded up and on here so everybody will know where things are going on in our community. That's what we have. Well, do we have a Bible verse to end the day?
Well, we got a little Bible verse here. We're going to Psalms 139, verse 10. Even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. You know, that's one thing about the Lord. He's never going to put us in something that we can't get ourselves out of with his help. We can't do it alone. We need Lord Jesus Christ to be with us, and he will lead us, and he will hold us, and He will carry us when we need to be carried. Trust in Him. Trust in Him today if you haven't already got Him in your heart, and make a difference in your life. Be careful out there. It's wet, it's rainy, it's dangerous. Trees can be coming down. Cars stop suddenly in front of you. You've got to be able to react. Slick roads. Stay safe. Prayers go out to everybody in Florida that's getting ready for this big hurricane to come through. But I just want everybody to stay safe. If you get a chance, go to the tent, say some prayer, listen to God's word at College Park Methodist Church on 19 today, and you won't be disappointed. Hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow. Friday's coming. Hang in there. But remember, we love you.